Steve McClaren's role in Man United FA Cup penalty shootout victory spotted. Manchester United secured a sudden death penalty shootout victory over Brighton to make the FA Cup final, with Steve McClaren taking charge of the squad before the spot kicks were taken. Steve McClaren was barking the orders before Manchester United's penalty shootout success as he picked the order of the takers. The Red Devils secured their spot in the FA Cup final by seeing off Brighton, who had the better of the play but couldn't find the crucial goal as the game ended goalless after 120 minutes. United haven't enjoyed penalty shootouts as of late, but were able to revel in Wembley's success with a 7-6 victory. McClaren, who returned to Old Trafford in the summer as one of Erik ten Hag's assistants, was alongside the manager in the huddle but was the man doing the talking. He held the information and was reading out which player would take what penalty. Diogo Dalot, Jadon Sancho, and Marcus Rashford were among those who stepped up in the first 5 before it went to sudden death. Victor Lindelof was the man who scored the vital penalty after Seagulls star Solly March had hammered his effort over the bar. The Swede told the BBC in the aftermath of the shootout, "I knew which penalty I wanted to take. I went up and I scored it." Last term, the Red Devils were knocked out of the FA Cup on penalties, with Middlesbrough securing a shock victory. Their success against Brighton means Ten Hag's side can claim 2 pieces of silverware in his debut season, with a top 4 spot also looking increasingly likely. Manchester City lie in wait in the final after they beat Sheffield United, which presents United with the potential chance to deny Pep Guardiola's side the treble. The Red Devils, who lost 6-3 to their neighbors earlier this season, have since gained revenge with a 2-1 win at Old Trafford, and David De Gea is confident they can repeat the feat. He said, "It was a very tight game. We played a very good team. Brighton play really good football. We are now in the final, but we have another big game on Thursday, so we need to go home and recover. They were great penalties. I was prepared as always. I tried to put pressure on the takers. There's still a long way to the final, but it will be a big game against one of the best teams in Europe and the world. We showed at home we can beat them, so let's hope we are on the right track. One trophy, another final, and fighting for the top 4. It's not enough, but it's a big step from last season." In other news, Man United boss Erik ten Hag carried by 4 players as Brighton defeated an FA Cup battle. Manchester United defeated Brighton on penalties at Wembley to set up a mouth-watering FA Cup final with Manchester City in June. The Red Devils and the Seagulls contested a gripping goalless draw, and after coming to the end of 120 minutes still level pegging, Victor Lindelof stepped up to net the winning penalty for Erik ten Hag's silverware chasing side. Express Sport takes you through United's 4 best players on the day. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the right back, had a tough assignment containing Kaoru Mitoma, and though the Brighton winger did find joy at times, Wan-Bissaka stood up to the challenge and restricted the Japanese international's chances in front of goal. He proved effective going forward, too, as a mesmerizing solo run presented Antony with a gilt-edged chance to take the game in normal time, although the Brazilian spurned the opportunity. All told, Wan-Bissaka's display once again showed Ten Hag that he need not splash the cash on a new right-back in the summer transfer window, as rumors suggest. Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese, didn't have it all his own way against Brighton, and he was unhappy to say the least at being substituted in extra time, but he was heavily involved from the off and tested Robert Sanchez with a stinging shot early on. Donning the captain's armband, Fernandes led by example when it came to pressing from the front, and winning the ball high up the pitch landed central striker Anthony Martial with a handful of half chances. Victor Lindelof, arguably United's best player on the day, which is particularly admirable given his role in the 3-0 hammering at Sevilla in midweek. Lindelof came up with well-timed tackles and was alert to danger all game long. The centre-back was shown a yellow card after being turned by Alexis Mac Allister, but he twice made important tackles to stop Danny Welbeck in his tracks and stepped up to bury the winning penalty with rain pouring down after Solly March skied his spot kick over the crossbar. Luke Shaw, all eyes were on the England international, most commonly known as a left-back, as Ten Hag put him alongside Lindelof in the centre of defence after Harry Maguire's horror show against Sevilla. Shaw acquitted himself extremely well as United defended soundly on the whole, coming out of the back line at appropriate times and making adventurous runs forward to give the Red Devils an extra cutting edge. The 27-year-old also made a crucial block to deny March in the depths of extra time, which preceded United's penalty shootout triumph. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.